Let your spirit flow in my heart, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way. Let your worship flow from my heart, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way. Let your will be done in my life, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way. This burden in me is the key to your grace. This burden in me is the key to your grace. My heart, oh Lord, this burden in me is the key to your grace. My heart, Lord, have your way. Oh, let it flow. Jesus, have your way. Oh, let it flow. Oh, yeah, you are my king. You are mine. My heart's desire is to worship. You are my king. You are my Lord. That's my heart desire, Father. Is to worship you. Yeah, Lord, have your way. Yeah, let it flow. That's what we want right now, Jesus. Lord, have your way. Oh, have your way. Jesus, let it flow. Let the Spirit flow inside of us, Lord. Yeah, Lord, have your way. Have your way. Let it flow. Oh, let your spirit flow in my life, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way. Let your worship flow from my heart, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way. Let your will be done in my life, dear Lord, in your way. Have your way.
Thank you for the rejections that taught me to keep striving. Thank you for the long hours that taught me discipline. Thank you for the knockdowns that taught me to bounce back, and for the unexpected victories that taught me to never give up. Thank you for making me who I am.
Every harmattan, he falls sick so frequently and misses school often. I keep him away from junk food.
She also feeds me apples. She says an apple a day keeps...
If you want to keep germs away, then use Dettol soap regularly. Germs and disease spread easily during Harmattan. For this, use Dettol soap. Dettol protects from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
Bye. Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it. How do you manage to keep your fabric so white? And how do you manage to keep your house this clean?
I always use Hypo to make our white clothes whiter and to keep our home clean and germ-free.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your home free of illness causing viruses and germs with the disinfecting power of Hypo Bleach.
Welcome back. And if only you heard what Mary said before the show started, or rather before we came on this segment. But we're not going to tell them, are we?
I didn't say anything, and you have to believe me.
Mary's innocence is beautiful, as in, I mean, what else could you ask on Women's Day? Innocence.
Yeah, right.
In any case, welcome. Final segment here. We have with us our performer from just before, Badru Ezekiel, who is also a gospel artist. Of course, he's a gospel artist, but he is the leader of the Ultimate Worship Crew.
Yes.
You're welcome, Ezekiel.
Easy Blaze.
Yeah,
Easy Blaze, though.
It's Easy Blaze.
Yeah.
Even though it's Ezekiel. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's Easy Blaze.
Exactly.
So how
Yes.
did the blaze come about?
Okay, it came from when I was reading the Bible one time, and the meaning of Ezekiel is God's strength.
Yeah.
So I read about imputing fire in my bones. So I echo myself, God's strength, who has more fire.
Nice.
That's Easy Blaze.
I like. That's
God's
beautiful.
strength who has more fire. Wow.
Now, you're not just used to singing by yourself. Apparently, you're also a choir master. Sorry.
Music director.
Music director. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
It's the same thing. Same thing.
At least in church, it's called a choir master. Outside of church, it's called music director. But tell us what inspires your music, apart from it being gospel. Is there any other thing that makes you want to write, makes you want to impact, makes you want to tell? What else is it?
Okay, my primary goal basically is to win souls for Christ, and most especially when I see people who are lost in the world and who doesn't have that encouragement, because the gospel is about love, sharing love towards each other, trying to don't just focus on the flaws of people, focus on the things that will make them better.
Okay.
So with that in mind, I just see that as an inspiration, just talk about the love of God and also to encourage others.
Now, there are people who have always been this way, while some myths, it's at some point in their lives talking about salvation.
Gotta call it.
What was your story?
Okay,
Or rather, what is your story?
Okay, my salvation story. Okay, my dad is a pastor though, and my mom is a pastor.
Okay.
So no. It's not to go of that. I tell people that even if your parents are pastors or religious leaders, that doesn't mean that you also will follow that footstep. But it all takes a deliberate decision for yourself. And also deliberate about my salvation story, and right from 5, 6, going to church, and also trying to learn so many things in church and to sing. So from there, we're just flowing like that at this time.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Now, this question is going to involve you as well, because you're on radio all the time. And when you're on radio, Mary, why don't you play Easy Blaze's songs? Why do you reserve them for Sunday mornings? And how does that make you feel? She's going to answer. Well, how does that make you feel when gospel music is restricted to just Sunday mornings on radio or on media generally? Do you think that it's something that people should actually listen to all the time?
Yes, people should listen to gospel music all the time, because majorly that is really the bedrock of salvation. That's the bedrock of everything we are called to become, because now everything about the gospel is about love, sharing each other, talking about things around, and also associate with people more than even your own cliques. Let me put that way. You know, there are some people that are believers that just share themselves with themselves alone. Why not circulate that sense with all the other people?
So that's what I think about radio. Radio is like on Sunday mornings, people are going to church, let's play them music. But Mary, why don't you play gospel on your show?
So I am not in control of the music. But then it brings me to, we've talked about the fact that, we're talking about the gospel and all. However, the reality is there's the gospel and then there's people's lives.
Okay.
Outside of this, is there anything else you do to support yourself, or is this what pays the bills?
No. I am also a data analyst.
A what?
Data analyst.
Okay, data analyst. Okay.
I also venture into modeling, like fashion models. And
Oh wow, a preacher who models. Oh my goodness, that's
fashion
interesting.
models and also into graphic design and so basically
A preacher who models, that just sank.
Yeah, exactly. That's interesting.
So that's basically what has been paying the bills with music.
Okay, so this is something you love to do.
Yeah, it's a passion.
The music, while you also have something that pays the bills.
Exactly.
I'm pointing this out because there are some who believe the ministry should pay for everything. So it's been a debate, especially on social media, and with reference to certain passages in the Bible, that it's important to also have something you're doing.
Yes.
And you yourself should be supporting the ministry in your own way. So, yeah, commendable.
I want to talk about that modeling bit because that's a surprise to me. How far are you willing to go in your modeling? If you were asked to pose, for instance, Naked.
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
I'm not done with my question.
Okay.
And the bill was $2 million.
Okay.
Which you could donate to the ministry.
Let the preacher speak for himself.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is not temptation or anything. It's just a question.
All right.
Would you?
For me, I won't. Why? Because the kind of modeling I venture into is just maybe fashion lines, all this wares, design wares, wristwatches, shoes, bags, and stuff like that. But not the naked one. But I actually,
naked one.
Yes, I actually won a pageantry though in 2018.
Oh, nice.
Mr. and Miss Homecoming in Nigeria.
Okay.
We did. So with that gave me also more platform to reach out to others. To help the less privileged also.
Yeah, I am reaching out to any platform that needs a naked man with a Buddha belly. For $2 million, I will do it. I don't mind. My wife will understand.
But really, I'm actually finding you exemplary, especially when it comes to the faith. But how do you relate with other people? Like, you know how there's this bias when somebody is all gospel, and people are like, leave him, nah, Father of God, nah. How do you handle that?
Well, I say it all starts with your kind of social setting. Now, even as a gospel artist, that doesn't mean you don't relate to others. I've also talked with secular artists upcoming ones that we can relate to each other and also try to bring about ideas that could help you understand yourself better. So relating with them like that, sometimes, even without you seeing me, you will think that, okay, this guy is this pompier guy, this great guy, this what's up guy. But when now you're okay, he's a gospel artist, are you sure? Are you? So that kind of sense changes their perspective and we roll together like that.
Okay, well, that's very interesting.
But do you see yourself going into secular music anytime?
Not at all.
How about imbibing certain secular music beats and all? You know, right now
collaborations.
You're doing more of soul, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, but are you looking to also doing other stuff like maybe bringing in, let's say, gospel rap and the rest?
Can you perform with Zazu?
No.
You could do it like gospel,
No.
Come on, give it a try. You have to bring the sheep to the Lord.
No.
Well, in any case, let's bring you some food. Come on over here, man. Come on over. Let's take it to the kitchen where Mike is ready with Chef
waiting for you there.
Step this way. Mike, invite him over, please.
He's beating you to breakfast.
Oh, you don't want to invite him?
Great to have you.
Minister's kids,
yeah? No, so there's this thing about ministers' kids that they don't always turn out the way their parents are. But I don't know if you've heard that before.
Yeah,
right? But
that's kids are the worst.
See the way he's even dressed, you know that. All right, so we got something here for you. Just wanted to try it out. Chef Anu.
Yeah, so that's a combination of jollof spaghetti with shredded chicken salad.
Okay.
All right, you want to try it out?
It looks very nice. Very nice. Okay.
What do you think about it? You take it. You take it. All right, so yours. All right, sure you enjoyed that. Chef Anu, well done. So, guys, it's International Women's Day, of course, and you have any word for the women? It's International Women's Day. You have any word for women?
I love you all.
Ready to say?
Okay, I love you all. Be the best you ought to be, and also empower yourself more, because that makes you even exceptional in different phases and spheres of life.
All right, wonderful. All right, thank you. Mazzino, you have any word for okay, no, you give me it's okay.
I've given so much,
You give a lot.
Yeah, but Mary would like to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say that your view is broadcasting from Whitestone today, so it's a special broadcast. You don't want to miss this from 9 a.m.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Thank you. And a big shout out to everyone who was part of the show today. Happy International Women's Day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
How I made $1 million from my organic beauty brand. Do you own an organic beauty brand? Oyeta Kokoroko of Okoko Cosmetics in Canada will be live at Bona Expo 22 holding a masterclass.